Good evening, good afternoon. Welcome to Arsenal season review and awards tonight. So I think last season I did it in two separate shows, but this show I'm doing it in one. We'll go through all the different stats from the 58 games that we've played this season. Then we'll have an award ceremony, and then we'll be done. What won't be happening is we won't be talking about transfers. That is on Sunday. Sunday night, I will do a transfer show. It will be the hard truth. So it won't be the normal kind of relaxed transfer show. It will be a hard truth because I have to be honest about some certain bits and bobs about how the window will play out because a lot of people are being affected and persuaded by certain parts of the media. And I just want to kind of maul some of these opinions to be infactual. We'll do a transfer show on Sunday. Then there'll be a transfer show on Tuesday, and it should be Tuesday and Friday up until, the friendlies start kicking off, in all fairness. Hope everyone's doing well. Big up to Temi. Loving the intro as always. Can't believe we're signing Slovenian Xerxes. I can promise you, Seski. It's because you've put Xerxes. Sesko is sublime. He is a very good player. I'll talk about this on Sunday because honestly, I don't quite get it. Look, it's your opinion if you think that's what he is. My opinion is he's one of the hottest rated young strikers out in the world. And we made an error a couple of seasons ago where we didn't sign Isaac from Sociedad. We should have done. But you'll see what happens. I'll take Sesko if it means we get a world-class left winger or Lotteria goal. Like I said, definitely left wing and striker coming in, so I'm not concerned by any of the situation at the moment. Big up to AFC always saying evening, Bobby. Hope you're doing well, my friend. Big up to BX saying greetings, everyone. Big up Bobby. Hope you are well. Big up Chris. Hope you're doing well, mate. Arteta for the Donkey of the Year award. There is definitely not a Donkey of the Year award, but I definitely some people will have to be prepared for him being nominated for one thing this season. So what time Sunday I want to be on? It will be 7:00. 7:00 on Sunday, mate. Seems like Arteta got his own way. Nope. As I said, I will talk about this on Sunday. But that is not the case. Okay. Big up to Brez. I can do every Friday for transfer. Excellent stuff. Not worth 90 million, in my opinion. Not 90 million pound. There's so much I need to talk about on Sunday. This is why I wasn't going to do a show on Sunday because obviously I'm doing the playoff final. But I'm going to do a show at 7:00 just to kind of sort some stuff out because unfortunately the media is being believed like it's the Holy Bible, okay, and it's definitely not the case. Benjamin Sesko equals Gluckard. Look, I get it, but Sesko is a lot better than people think he is. Sesko sounds like inappropriate website or BTEC supermarket. Big up to my pod brother and to all in chat. Thank you all for your support this season. Exactly. Obviously, my season never really ends because I just go into the next season talking transfers. So, yeah. Let's have a look. I'm all good. Yeah, we've got free for Trent. There needs to be more detail on that, if I have to be honest, but I'm not a Liverpool show, so I hope the Liverpool people speak about that because it's bigger than what it's being made of, if I'm honest. Carlisle signed Regan Linney, striker from Altrincham, which is a good start. Now 9 more signings, please. You're going to tell us Rodrigo's coming Sunday, Starkey says. No, I'm not, but there's stuff I need to talk about because unfortunately, people are being persuaded by the media that certain things are factual, and yeah. Chris, there you go. There's a question from BX. Please do let BX know. It doesn't really, as far as I can remember, you don't, do you, Chris? I know you do previews and reactions to it, but I don't think you, not really. But anyway, let's get into this. So obviously the 58 games we've played, we will go through the defensive stats first. We've got 21 clean sheets out of the 58 games. Decent. Goals conceded per game is 0.8, which is very good. I like that. Tackles per game is 14.3. Interceptions per game is 8.5. Clearances per game, 14. Saves per game is only 2. So, everyone's saying, oh, Ray is a fantastic goalkeeper. He's world class, doesn't concede. He doesn't face that many shots. His defence deserves a lot of credit. But he still does very well, but he only has to make 2 saves per game on average. So, he's not exactly tested a lot. Balls recovered per game is 43.6. Errors leading to a shot happened 47 times. So we've made 47 own errors that have led to a shot, and 7 of those have led to a goal. Penalties committed, 7. Penalty goals conceded, 5. Raya has made 2 saves. Clearance off the line, 0. Last man tackle, 12. That would basically be Saliba and Gabriel, pretty much. But yeah. Offensive season stats, 2.1 goals per game, goal conversion rate of 14%. It's not that bad, but it needs to be a little bit higher, if I'm honest. It needs to be more 18, 19%. That's where I'm going to be more happier. Penalty goals, 4 out of 7 have been scored. Free kick goals, 3 out of 17 have been scored. Goals from inside the box, 94 from 618 shots inside the box. Goals from outside the box, 16 from 213. 44 left-footed goals, 42 right-footed goals. Headed goals, 22. Big chances per game, 3.7. Big chances missed per game, 2.2. You can see where the problem is. Total shots per game, 15.1. That's pretty good, in all fairness. I would like it a little bit higher, but that's just me being selfish, if I'm honest. Shots on target per game, 5.9. Shots off target per game, 5.1. Blocked shots per game, 4.1. Successful dribbles per game, 8, which is all right, but it's I expect this stat to be a lot higher next season, a lot higher with who we're trying to bring in, the way that we're going to attack. I expect this to be a lot better next season. Corners per game, 8.2. Free kicks per game, 8.9. We've hit the woodwork 21 times. We've had 49 counter-attacks, which is not a lot in actual fact. Passing season stats. Hang on 2 seconds. I just want to deal with this. I've got too many, only when I can. Definitely, yeah. So literally BX, literally just type in Chris Welch and it will come up. That's literally what you do, mate. We're definitely rating Argentine Director of Football striker Alex Newby, the next best player, not against it, proven National League experience. My potential signings video for Carlisle, most players from National League, as that's a sensible way to go. Yeah, it is. You need the experience, don't you, in the National League? And to raid the teams that, always around it, that is a good idea, personally. So these are the passing stats. So ball possession, 58.8% on average, which is fairly good, to be fair. Accuracy per game, 424 accurate passes, which is 87.5%. Anything over 85, I'm happy. Accuracy own half, 184.5, 94.6. It's close. I'd rather have over 95, if I'm honest, but that'll do. This is where we do struggle a lot. Accuracy in opponent's half, 246, 78.8%. It needs to be over 80. That is a big problem that we do have. Accuracy in long balls, 13.5, which is 57.3%. You will see a difference in this next season as well. Same with the accuracy in crosses, 6.1, which is 27.1%. You'll see a difference in these stats. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to keep hold of this. I'm going to keep hold of all these records, because I do think for the people that are not happy with the signings we make this summer, I promise you they will all make a big difference. But yeah, talk about would be shocked if we don't win it. I am a big Gary Anderson fan too. Love it. Finally, other season stats. Now, this is the bit that I like. This is the thing I'm always on top of. Duels. Now, I know Arsenal aren't happy with this. So, duels won per game is 41.7 per game on average, which is only 49.4%. We have to be close to the 55 mark and above, personally. Same in every situation. Ground duels and aerial duels. We have to be like close to 55%. It's not good enough. Possession loss per game 115 times. Throw-ins per game is 17.9. Goal kicks per game 6.3. Offsides per game 2.3. I expect that to change next season, and probably not for the better. Fouls per game 8.1. And finally, yellow cards 1.2 per game, which is not too bad actually, in all fairness, and 6 red cards, which definitely is bad. I like, mate. I'm going to do the comparison for next season, and I guarantee there should be an improvement. But yeah, it's not pretty looking. World Cup not really done a major, to be honest. More of a fun tournament. Doubles can't count as major either. But yeah, everyone can wave white flags. Forget about challenging 2 Lukes. It's it's going to be great fun. I don't think I'm going to have time to do it, unfortunately. But yeah, it's something that I definitely would love to do as a watch along darts. But anyway, let's get in to the actual awards now. Now, just to let everyone know, there has been 8,000 people asked these questions, over 8,000. So it is a very, very well dedicated awards that I have got the votes for, and I've counted them all up, and these are the winners. These are not mine, by the way. I just want to state this very clearly. Not mine, voted by 8,000 people. So, yeah. Big up to Gary saying hello. Big up to everyone. Right, so first question was, what was your game of the season? Now, there was quite a few given, in all fairness. Now, I did whittle them down to the top 5. So in 5th place was Sporting 1, Arsenal 5. Then it was Tottenham 0, Arsenal 1. So us beating them at the Shithart Lane. Then it was Arsenal 3, Real Madrid 0. Interesting. PSV 1, Arsenal 7. Kind of get it. But the winner was this one. Arsenal 5, Man City 1. This was a clear winner. There was a lot of strange ones given to me. I'll be fair. There was a couple. I swear they did it for a giggle. A couple of 0-0s. I don't know why. Really don't understand why. Semis is when we beat Real Madrid 2-1 at Real Madrid. I get it, mate. But yeah, there were some strange ones, I have to be honest. So the next question was, what was your disappointment of the season? Now, In fifth place was cup efforts. So this was like domestic ones, obviously not the Champions League, but domestic cup efforts were in fifth place. Arteta's subs were in fourth, which I thought was quite funny. But yeah, Edu leaving was third, which is interesting, I have to be honest. Transfers, obviously, are however you want to word it. Lack of transfers, lack of going full on with transfers was second. But the first one is probably no surprise to anyone. It was the fact of no trophies. Probably doesn't surprise anybody, if I'm honest, but it is what it is. But yeah, let's move on to the next question. Who was your signing of the season? Now, funny enough, there wasn't many to choose from. So this is quite interesting, I have to be honest. So in third place, oh God, people are going to sit down when you hear this one because this one shocked me. I have to be honest. Raheem Sterling was the third place on this. I don't know how, but yeah. In second was Calafiori. In first place, are we ready? This was the winner. Miguel Marino was the signing of the season. Doesn't really shock me, if I'm honest. I was more shocked Raheem Sterling was third. I swear people were just making me wind up. So was with my defender of the season, Gabriel. Alternative defender of the season, Zinni. Hell no. Does someone say Berta there? BX, I'm with you on that one. I'm surprised. I suppose technically they didn't really think of it, but I'm with you on this one. I'll be honest. I think Andrea Berta is the perfect signing. Alternative signing that I honestly don't know how anyone's thought that Sterling should be third. But anyway, next one. Frustrating. Oh, hang on. I need to actually put the question up. Who was your most frustrating player of the season? Quite a few given to me here. I did whittle them down to 3. In third place, it's amazing how he's got into 2 categories. Was Sterling. He'd be walking away with 3 bronze medals at this rate. In second was Martinelli. But in first, this might surprise the people, actually. It surprised me a little bit, but I do get it. Was Trossard. Now, I don't know how I feel the way. It's... Sterling and Odegaard. Wow, yeah. You know what? I got no votes for him. I'll be honest. Quite shocked actually. But yeah, frustrating player of the season, Martin Smelly. Well, he was second in all fairness. But no, Trossard. I was quite shocked with this one. I have to be honest. But I do understand the logic. But I was quite shocked that he was first. Because I'm with some of you guys. I'm with Odegaard. But as I said, this is not my show. This is me just literally reporting the findings. Next one. Who was your defender of the season? This one, not so surprising. But yeah. Third was Timber. In second was Saliba. In third, hang on. No, in third was Timber. In second was Saliba. The winner does not surprise me. Gabriel. Does not surprise me in the lead, to be fair. But yeah. But what a shock, certain player gets defended, not by you. Look, absolutely fantastic. I'm not shocked by Gabriel being the top defender. This was clear runner as well, wasn't even close. Midfielders. So, who was your midfielder of the season? Now, in all fairness, there's not many midfielders to actually choose from. When you look at it and how many players we play there's not many midfielders to choose from. But it still surprises me that this person's in third, if I'm honest. But as I said, I'm just the one reporting them all. So, but yeah, Odegaard came third. Yeah. I don't know how. Rice came second. But I've just seen Brady's comment here, actually. Yeah, 100%. Underrated shout. Yeah, I agree. But I do think Gabriel has been absolutely amazing, and we have really missed him when he hasn't been in the team. It's a notable difference. Not saying that Kivior's been bad because he hasn't, but it's a notable difference. So yeah, midfielder party. Yep, you will not be surprised then that is. Indeed, Thomas Partey, midfielder of the season. Not surprising, that's what you're going with as well. Hell no. God, no. No, definitely not. But yeah, let's move on to the forwards. Who was your forward of the season? Right. This is where it just makes me laugh. So in third place, it was Trossard. I don't know. In all fairness, again, I suppose forward line, we don't really have many to choose from. Havertz was second. Now, to be in all fairness, he's been out for like half the season. But, I suppose they're rating him on the first half. But okay. The winner is Bukayo Saka was the forward of the season. So Trossard voted most frustrating, then he's third. I know, make it make sense because it doesn't understand. The pick up to the GOAT Saka. It's perfect timing for you to come in, actually. Do you think we sign Sesko? I will 100% guarantee we sign a striker, probably within the next week. And you'll all find out soon. That's the line I'm going to stick with. Oh, Jesus Christ. God almighty. Hell no. But now it's the important part. And obviously going to be the end of the show. Don't forget, there will be a show on Sunday, which will be Hard Truth, which will be transfer related, but it'll still be done in the style of Hard Truth. So there won't be loads of slides. It'll be a proper chat. So who was the player of the season? Now, in fifth place was David Rea. In fourth place was Martin Odegaard. In third place was Declan Rice. In second place was Thomas Partey. And in first place was this man again. Bukayo Saka was the player of the season. Gab, you know what, Ted? I'm with you. I'll be honest, Gabriel's not even made the top 5, which shocks the heck out of me. But like I said, this has nothing to do with me. This is all down to all the people that get involved in all the shows, behind the scenes and all that kind of stuff. So it was their question. And yeah, exactly. No, definitely not. But yeah, so that's that. I'm loving these new backgrounds, by the way. Sorry, as you probably know, I've changed it a little bit because I've taken my Twitter handle off and I've put Brezzy's on. So because Brezzy will be part of the shows in the forthcoming transfer window. So if you want to join our group WhatsApps, there has been a massive influx recently. Do message G Talks or message Brezzy, and you will get part of the groups, whichever one you want to do. There's Transfer One, or there's just literally just Arsenal chat. But the transfer group is literally just talking transfers pretty much all day. And I do mean all day. There's people all over the world that just keep it going 24/7. So yeah. Okay. Yeah, Lewis Skelly was in top 10, but nowhere near the top 5. Saka was 5th in yours, Party 4th, Rice 3rd, Timber 2nd, Gabriel. I don't know. It's a tough one, to be fair. Big up to the Football Talk Shop. Hope you're doing well. So big up, Bobby. Hope you're doing well, my friend. So yeah, next show will be, well, actually there's two shows on Sunday, in all fairness. The showstopper of the season, which is Oldham versus Southend. People are like, what? National League final. Honestly, highly recommend to watch it. It is entertaining. And the Hard Truth will be at 7 o'clock. God, I need to start remember all these different people's names. Big up to Atpos. Hope you're doing well, my friend. But yeah, the Hard Truth will be on Sunday at 7. The playoff final will be, I think it's 3 o'clock kickoff. Hopefully, Chris will be able to join me for that. If not, that's fine. Don't worry about it, mate. But yeah. So yeah, that's it for now. And I will see you on Sunday. Speak to you later. Take it easy. Big up to the 400 people watching. Love it. See you later, guys. Bye-bye.